kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number one, and they give up a sack on play two.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. The Nittany Lions offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effectively. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He's got it. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball play. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Slithers into space. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton. Turns it on in midfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. First down here for the offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Turning it on. Running through contact. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Allen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Pressure coming. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll go back to work on offense. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Might as well give it to him again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Hoover. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll give it to the back. Powers through the defender. Got the first down and more. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 40. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Gets it out fast. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Looking for the score. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he missed it. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities. Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking for a man. It's Allard. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it inside the 30. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
This offense better start finding a way to cap off these drives with points. We haven't seen that now in the last 2 drives. Last one, they were moving the ball pretty nicely, came away with nothing. This drive, it's looking to be more of the same. And normally when you give up sacks, especially on 3rd down, that's what's going to happen.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Fires complete on the crosser. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Miller. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Kirby. With the catch, it's Hoover. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and go.
A shot toward the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Power football with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try.
Number 7 on the field goal.
It's good. And, guys, that 3-ball has us all tied up here in the second. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving UGA the rest of the day off. They're up 14 over Arkansas. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals, and you wonder now if you get in plus territory, you just go for it on fourth down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking back.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looks as if he's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to them. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Catch in the middle, it's Ross. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. On the move.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hudson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Aller. Into the end zone. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. Back to pass, it's Kirby. Looking deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This quarterback is getting frustrated, and you can see it now, right? They've had some possessions, but they only have a field goal to show for it, and he's now starting to take shots. That time, that was not the right look to throw it way down the field here at the end of the first half, but the defense loves this because right now, this quarterback is playing right into their hands.
He's going to fire deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, he'll try to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another.
And he's got a touchdown.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And they tacked on the extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the... This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air, it's Allard. With the catch, it's Singleton. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the marker, it's Pena. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. This is a designed run.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it, try to get his offense some positive yards.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. That when they jump on top here in the second half.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Charlotte came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in the Queen City had to sweat things out for much of the day. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Lining up from the 34 on first down. The give is to Smith. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. to throw. It's Kirby. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On the move to the right, looking for a big one.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Makes the quick grab. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. Now, Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoffs.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Coltonecki, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Allen. Breaks into the open. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reynolds. And he's still running after the move. All kinds of room to the right. At the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the offense onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Finds his open man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
This quarterback needs to stay true to his mechanics. He just sort of heaved it up off the back foot.
And these mechanics are crazy. You see all these quarterbacks on the field with towels before games and doing that little salsa thing that you see quarterbacks with the hips, popping through. But it makes sense because you have to have that good, strong base underneath you. Otherwise, you start to sail that football and miss your target.
Looking downfield, it's Kirby. Quarterback now breaking the field. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? Gets rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Offense, quick tempo.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
And at this point of the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. It's been hard enough to slow down these guys on this drive. Now the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about physically.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Takes it the other way. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for room, it's Singleton. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Had to kick it away. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. He's going for the big play. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Throwing right. Pulls it in. It's Smith. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air. It's Kirby. Finds his tight end. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Dropping back, it's Kirby. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Scores on the sneak. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and no good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Georgia State escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think the Panthers fans there today could have done without this one being so close. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Fun Belt, and that certainly held true again today.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quick completion to the right. Still on his feet at the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. The short hand, it's Reynolds. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Allen. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Wants to throw. It's Allen. Here comes the heat. Caught over the middle. It's Pena. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. The Nittany Lions are on the move. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Open space at the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Handoff from the gun.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Gives it on the option. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. This defense is physical in pass deep. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Penn State. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hoover. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to pass. It's Kirby. He's going for it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finding open areas. There he goes. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Bringing the heat. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to...
He lets it fly. Snags it inside the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. They're dealing with a second and long. They just keep firing. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the one. So close to cashing it in on this. And they're in for a touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Saunders. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. On the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the boot, looking for his man. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get it.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The offense has a chance, down one possession in the fourth. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down, looking for more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want it.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looking for a crease. It's Allen. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Record of pass defense.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. They'll leave it with him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll try the run. Quick spin on the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Central Michigan is going to walk off the field there in Mount Pleasant with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. Looking to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Kirby. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Unloads to the wideout. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in prep.